So one of the things that I have talked about on this channel since making it is retro video games. I'm all for the preservation and use of retro video games. That includes emulation and physical. Well, DKOldies makes me push more towards emulation than anything else has. So DKOldies is a company that buys video games in bulk, either from eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, yard sales, or flea markets, I assume, or you can just sell it to them directly. They usually buy it at a really cheap price and then flip it, sell it for usually double, maybe triple what they paid for. These are deceitful practices, but they're not uncommon for resellers. So it's already bad that you have to pay an inflated price, and that's one of the reasons why I tell people to switch to emulation, but to make it even worse, they don't even clean the consoles that they're sending you. So I've seen videos where DKOldies will scrub the top of a console, scrub the bottom of a console, open it up, and just clean a little bit. They don't actually fully dissect the console and clean out the circuit board to be sure that there isn't dust buildup or grime from someone spilling something in it, or just natural decay from the thing being so old. Instead, they do the bare minimum and ship it out. And what this can have happen is a YouTuber get a console that turns on, but when you plug it into the TV, it doesn't actually work. This said YouTuber was able to open up the console, clean it, and when he cleaned it, it actually worked. So what that means is that when they're telling people they're refurbishing the consoles, which means deep cleaning it, they're not. So when some YouTubers decide that they didn't clean the console, they want their money back, they get told from DKOldies that opening the console voids the warranty. So if you get a broken thing from them and you open it up to see why it's broken or clean it because you are a collector, you void the warranty and can't get a refund for the broken product that they sold you. So I guess you're stuck with a brick because you dared to see how it's a brick. Like, this is insane. Like, it's bad enough that they already triple the prices. It's bad enough that they don't even clean the consoles. But they have packs for these consoles where they don't even sell you real controllers. Instead, they sell you second-party controllers. Now, these controllers aren't that bad from what I've seen. They're actually from old school, and I have some old school controllers. But you never want to have second-party controllers as your main controller. These consoles should at least come with one real controller for the price that you are charging. And with some controllers, like the Nintendo 64, the second-party controllers are made differently. All original N64 controllers have a little piece of plastic in the stick that when you grind it around, you can actually feel the stick moving. All modern controllers ended up fixing this design by making it a standard stick that is just shaped like the N64 stick. Now for me, this is an actual improvement and I prefer the new sticks, but some people want the analog stick. They want to feel it grind around. They want to have what they grew up with. So to give them a modern version of this controller and charge them an insane price for it is absolutely ludicrous. The people who are buying this stuff are buying it solely for nostalgia, and then you're charging them an arm and a leg for literally nothing. They're consoles that have not been cleaned, sometimes not even tested, and the controllers are third party when you try to get the console at an affordable rate. So this is just completely ridiculous, and it yet again makes me say, don't buy from these people. Go get the consoles yourself at either a flea market, pawn shop, or whatever, because I guarantee you're getting a better price from them than these guys, and just buy a flash cart for whatever console you want. Load it full of games and play games that way, because the secondhand stores, the fucking places like DKOldies, they are going to rip you off. How do you feel about this, though, Luminous?
These tactics they're using are completely deceitful, and I'm not a lawyer, but I think they might be illegal, because they're saying they're refurbishing it. They're giving you a product that is supposed to work, that they're supposed to have cleaned up and fixed. You should not buy from them. It's a scam.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I say, right now it's really hard to get into retro gaming. It's hard to tell people to buy physically when it is practically impossible to buy physically, and everyone is out to rip you off and just make profit. So Be very careful if you decide to buy retro video games, and if you can't find what you need, just emulate for now until you can actually find the stuff at an affordable price. These games are ancient and they should not cost this much, and it makes it really hard to get people into the hobby of retro video game collecting.